Salam alaikum, salam alaikum, salam alaikum, salut tout le monde, salut. C'est moi Rokiatou Keita. La fois dernière quand je partais à Washington DC là. Quand j'étais à la Washington DC là, le monsieur dit que Rokiatou n'a pas bon bronze. Ne peut pas mettre bronze le Brooklyn. Comme on a coué homosexuel ou bien quoi bon bronze ya, ne peut pas. On tarka boya on magi nete homosexuel fana yere ok neni mba dogo kere kunyan nanga passeport ok nanga passeport liam photo de tukan nira indian din do gira suzi ga salna ko ni de betire meta garani ni kuna biri kele ni fini kele net ni kan Washington DC la ne mata Washington avenue bronze yande visa de la Washington avenue bronze Washington DC, l'état de Washington DC. Ça là, c'est le visa que j'avais 5 ans. Tu comprends, non? C'est expiré. Mon nouveau visa là, c'est ça. Washington Avenue ici là, à Bronx là. C'est pas là-bas qu'on sait. Oh. Ça c'est mon deuxième visa. C'est Washington DC, l'ambassade du Mali. C'est pas Washington State là, ok, qu'on fait ici. Alright, je suis une Malienne d'origine 100%. J'ai ouvert compte à BMS. Vous avez compris? On est quitté ici en 2005 avec toute notre famille. Vous avez compris? Voilà, BMS. La fois dernière, j'ai fait ça à la mosquée, ils ont tout supprimé. Est-ce que tu comprends? Ok? Donc, je vais dire que je suis une Malienne, mais que c'est Mauritanien, Malienne qui est écrit sur mon passeport américain. Ça n'est rien à foutre avec les BMS. Ok? Ça, c'est autre chose. Ça, c'est mon carte d'identité. Je connais ça. L'immigration connaît ça. Bronze ici, là. L'ambassade du Mali n'est pas bronze ici. Je suis allée faire mon visa à Washington. Et on avait Fanta. Et Fanta est là. Que Fanta n'a jamais habité ici. Ça, c'est notre building là où tu vois là. Là où ma mère est tombée là-bas. Ok? C'est là-bas là où on était. Fanta n'a jamais habité ici. On appelle ça Grand Concours 170. Ok? Elle n'a jamais habité ici. Ça, c'est mon oncle qui était célibataire. Avec 100 femmes. Il n'avait aucune femme. My uncle was here with no. My uncle was here. Okay? My uncle was here with no wife. Three of us. Many years. Alright? I came to the Pound Bank. Okay? Bank of the Angleterre. Bank of the Angleterre. Or les gens qui sont les Européens qui sont dans l'Angleterre. Ok? Les Européens qui sont à l'Angleterre là, c'est eux qui font ça. Au 1420 Grand Concours, là où vous voyez la scène rouge là, c'est là-bas. Fanta et ses enfants n'ont jamais habité ici dans leur vie. Ça c'était notre communauté. Ok? Quand Bema est parti à Washington, Seattle, différent de Washington DC. Ok? Nous tous on s'est reculés vers les Manhattan. Batoma est parti à Philadelphia après sa grande sœur. Dama n'est plus là-bas. Ils sont à Georgia. Ils sont à Augusta, Georgia. Alright? Je vais venir fixer mon téléphone après. Je vais venir fixer mon téléphone. Je pars à Pound Bank là. Ok? Les banques d'Angleterre là. Ces banques là, c'est là depuis l'an 2001. Tous les deux. Ok? Les gens ouvrent compte dedans. Ok? Les gens ouvrent compte dedans. Spécialement les gens de... Je viens acheter mon manger ici de temps en temps. Alright? Je viens acheter le manger ici de temps en temps. Ok? C'est la communauté des Espagnols et des Africains. On est quitté ici depuis plusieurs années. We left here many years ago. Ok? I'm doing last time when I make my video in a public library because the guy was too fresh. Then I tell him if he watching my video, then I won't forgive him, right? But everybody can watch this video, okay? All of my video. But after that, I withdraw that video because he was sabotaging and plugging off the phone. That's why we're doing that. I'm posting my video for everyone to watch it, okay? The video. I'm doing it for everyone to watch it. I give authorization, I always say that to my video, for people to watch it. Partagez. Partagez mon vidéo et regardez. Partagez. Voici la store. Là où j'ai payé mon chaussure. Ici là. La fois dernière, je suis venue ici pour acheter les chaussures. Ok? C'est moi qui fais le vidéo. Je suis Rokiatou Keita. On m'appelle Rokia. J'ai grandi ici, l'endroit ici, là où je vous ai montré. Mais mon école était à 14e Street, 14th Street Union Square. Ok? Mon lycée était là-bas, Comprehensive High School. J'ai fait collège, ici à 31e. Et j'ai fait qu'une université tout près des Chancellor du Mali, 69e. The Kinu University. That's where I attended. 2012, I left to Illinois. Since when I'm back in 2017, I didn't back to school yet. All right? I didn't back to school yet. This is the electronic store. All right? For the dryer and the things. And they sell the bike. All right? That's it. This is the bank, Chase Bank. All right? This is the Chase Bank. Chase Bank is everywhere, even in Brooklyn. All right? This is the Ponce Bank. Ponce Bank. People usually change the. That's what I'm about to open this. Okay? People usually come in and exchange the money to go to the. To go to the England, the pound bank. The money they eat in England is a pound. Okay, I know this bank. All right, this bank is never changed. This bank always here. It was always here before. All right, this and this. These two banks stay here for a long time since when I was class. I'm gonna go give my phone for the guy that I say I'm gonna come here. Okay. This is a Grand Concourse 170. In Walton, then this is a 170. I was living here in a Grand Concourse with my uncle. 1420 Grand Concourse. Apartment 68. Alright? We were living there 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005. Alright? That's the address that immigration have. That's the address that I gave to the immigration. All right? When I first got my documentation. Okay? Before Geneva was born, Geneva in a Susie shop. She wasn't born yet. All right? Susie talking about is her documentation. I don't know what Susie talking about. You understand me? I don't even know them. Okay, they say they're from Mauritania. I don't know them because Mauritania is in the West Africa. I'm not from Mauritania. I'm from Mali, but I did this documentation. I did not show no documentation from immigration to the immigration. All right, I show my own physical appearance in the immigration. Okay, but the only thing they write in Mauritania in there. So my documentation is not. No one documentation. All my documentation is biometrical. I have a naturalization. Naturalization is someone who been here for a long time and grew up in here, but wasn't born in here. Okay? I don't have a birth certificate in US. Susie, you're talking about Geneva, she doesn't have no birth certificate in here. She came from Mauritania. Alright? 3 years ago in Bangura and Acha. I came 3 years ago. You take my documentation and you take the whole entire United States and you're trying to fight me. Stop it. When I make a video, when I tell you stop it, then you will run away and say, hey, hey, hey. She says stop it. She says, Jesus Christ, say, hey, hey. Don't play with me. Do you understand me? When I say stop in my video, I'm telling you to stop your evil behavior toward me because you are not my family member. You hate to see people happy because you're not happy yourself. Do you understand me? When you're not happy, you don't want to see other people happy. Alright? I am in the shelter. 14 I was in the shelter before I know Susie. I've been in the shelter since in June. Okay? They're talking about Bangura saying this one and this and that. That's not true. I was in shelter before I go to Susie's shop in January. I remember when you called me, I tell you I'm in the shelter. You tell me I can take a late customer, I say I can't. I live in the shelter. Before I go to you, I tell the shelter case worker, I'm gonna go braid the hair. I was braiding the hair January, February, March, April, May of book job. The money I make, 4,000. I put in a BMS. And now I don't work with them because I'm collecting unemployment. Unemployment is not from them because their job is off book job. That was my past job. All right? Because they're fighting too much. Every day, they always say that yesterday the one come, today this one come. You wanna be next to she said why I wanna be in the shop, so I left. I'm collecting unemployment for my past job. I'm coming to the phone company to fix my other phone. Right. To fix my other phone. I got my visa. That's the receipt. The receipt of my visa. When I went to Washington. That day I was wearing this scarf. Washington, D.C. In the state of Washington. Not in the Bronx, New York, Washington Avenue. They will go away Fantali 181, Washington Avenue. They never issue visa over there. Fanta did not sponsor me. La Sena did not sponsor me. I went to the immigration in person with this address, 1424 Hekima. With this address, 1420 Grand Concourse. Grand Concourse. This is the phone that they suspended when I went to the Washington. All right, so they can confirm the lie. All right, the phone in my hand, this phone in my hand is not a government phone, it's my own personal phone. Okay. Hello. Yeah, I come in here. Do you wanna? I see they fix the phone here, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if I can fix this. This one.
Oh no, we don't fix these phones.
You don't fix it? Is a lock? Is a lock?
Oh no, yeah, but the screen part is hard to get. So it's not like a big red phone.
It's not like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't fix this type of phone now, right?
Yeah. No.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, kuna nanga telefone ko na le kute o telefone fa so bin fixé. O mangu tara na nya filmer la. OK? Yo suspend. OK? Parce que au téléphone nek nga barache les mois de juin ko be jugement gouvernement de kungoja pour que on se kan soro tanga rendez-vous placé. Mais nga jugement bana mena. Je suis libre de travailler partout aux États-Unis d'Amérique. OK? Je suis musulman. Je suis Rokiatou. Je ne suis pas converti dans la religion musulmane. Je suis né musulman. J'étais ici là. On nous connaît qu'on est musulman. Parce que les jours des fêtes, on s'est promené ici là avec les hijabs. De l'an 2001, l'an 2002, l'an 2003, l'an 2004 jusqu'à 2005. Nous on est quitté ici. Mon oncle est quitté ici pour aller à Washington, Seattle, au lieu de Washington, D.C. Il y a Washington, Seattle. Il y a Washington, Illinois. OK? Il y a Washington, D.C. OK? Et puis il y a une petite endroit de Bronx ici, là, que Washington Avenue. Et puis il y a Washington Avenue aussi. Et à Brooklyn, c'est pas la même. OK? Washington, D.C., là où il y a le palais présidentiel. Je suis partie prendre mon visa. Depuis que je suis revenue, elles sont là pour me provoquer. Je ne suis pas mental sick, je suis en train de faire le vidéo. Si je finis, je vais le partager. I am doing my video. I'm speaking in English, some French, and some bambara because everybody can understand what I'm talking about. I write every day. The person who writes Bismillah Rahman Rahim Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the last messenger of Allah Subhanahu Wa Ta'ala. Okay? Alright? There is no true Allah. Okay? I am the one. And I write this scientific explanation. Alright? So, people play this and people play the lotto. Some lotto may be the haram, but some people doing it. Even last time I come to buy the hair in here, I wear the summertime. I usually, even last summer, I had a wig on in my hair when I was in the port. Alright? Come to buy my wig in here. Alright? I wear them. I'm a female, born and raised. I'm not a transgender. When I buy the wig, some male, they will buy the wig and wear them. That's not the same with me. I was born female. Alright? I dress just like every female. Just like every African female who wear the wig. Okay? I buy my wig in her last summer. I wear my wig to go to the court. When I wear my wig, okay, they will buy the wig for the transgender men. Okay? Trying to sabotage me. I am not a transgender. I'm a straight female. Born and raised a female. Okay? I sponsor my brother Umar to the United States. Umar, okay? They're talking about Aja is a Rokiatou Baila. They're telling people that she sponsored by her. That's not. She just came from Africa 3 years ago. Rokiatou, they just came from Brazil 3 years ago. Bangura just came from Guinea Conakry 3 years ago. And Geneva just came from Mauritania 3 years ago. And the same thing Mauritania 3 years ago. I have this documentation for 23 years ago. I am a Rokiatou. People call me Rokiatou. I call myself Aljannah firdaws. Okay? I sponsor my brother Umar was born 1979. Alright? I was born 1981 and 1941 is my documentation. Alright? I work. I don't let no one work on my behalf. I work. In Amazon, this is how they take my picture with the type of a short hair. I was working. Okay? Before someone cut this with this tattoo on my eyebrow. My brother doesn't have no tattoo. Do you understand? None of this. I never send nobody out of my work to work for me. Right now, I am taking unemployment. Since January, February, February, March, April, May. That's the 4 months now. Alright? I'm taking unemployment. They're telling people I have a vote. That's not true. Last time I've been seeing that in masjid. I am a female. I am not obligated to go to the masjid. I can pray in my home. Do you understand? I said the male, the Muslim male are obligated to be in the masjid every Friday. Then they want to tell people I'm a man. I am not a transgender. I was born female and raised a female. I am not a transgender. My parents give a birth to a female. Alright? I'm a Rokiatou. Okay. When they see the bosses, they say museum of sex. They've been doing that for a long time. I don't know what is going on. Okay? I came in here in 2001 with my mother's brother. This is a Bronx, New York. And this is the ice cream company. They've been working around over here. They have this in Africa. When you see this ice cream, when you see anything that starts with A, they say it's for Ase. Ase never come to United States. Nobody in Ase mother family, Ase mother children never come to US. Only my mom children. Alright? Only my mom children. Me and my brother Umar, they're talking about Kadi sister Patoma. Mother name is Awatrawuli, but it's not a Ase mother still. I'm not from Guinea. I'm from Bamako, Mali. Do you understand me? Last time I went to the 116 and a BMS. And they be closing the door trying to see that like I'm a different type of person. When I go to Mali in Africa, I'm saving this video. Feed Dunia wa feel Africa. For the proof. I'll go there in my money. They be doing when they see the bus, Museum of the Sex. What that means? They've been doing that for a long time. I am a female, born and raised a female. They've been doing that for a long time since when I'm in the camp. And Aisha back. Okay? But I don't live them together with them. We all see each other in the breeding salon. Aminata come to stay with me and my brother. I sent Aminata to Diaby restaurant. I never lived with Diaby before. Alright? Diaby friend is the Aja Hydra father. Alright? Aja Hydra is a ticket and me, I'm older than her. Alright? Diaby refer Aminata to Aja. Because Aminata was complaining why we were roommates in the Bronx. Then we find a married couple. They complain again. Adama and our don't want people to come closer. We move out and take Aminata to the family member Penda in Kingsaway. Alright? That Penda and my niece Penda in Africa is not the same. That's my grandma namesake in Africa. Do you understand? I'm not a mentally sick. Alright? Sometimes I cut my hair, even if I want this Sunday, I go to the barber. My barber, she's a female. I will cut my hair and have a nice design. I do very nice design and I walk. Alright, I'm Muslim. I dress any clothes, but I don't expose my body outside. I don't expose my breast, my butt, my chest, my back. Je suis une musulmane. Je porte tous les genres d'habits que je veux, mais je ne porte pas chérie, regardez mon dos. Chérie, regardez mon nombril. Et chérie, regardez en bas de mes fesses. Et chérie, regardez mes cuisses. Je ne porte pas les habits comme ça. Tu me comprends? Il y a des filles qui portent les habits. Chérie, regardez mon nombril, mes seins, mes dos, ma poitrine et mes cuisses. Okay? Je porte les habits, toutes les habits que je veux. Mais je ne expose pas mon corps au dehors. Elles vont venir dans ma maison, jusqu'à dans mon chambre à accoucher. Ok, sans taper ma porte, pour dire que je portais couleur, que je portais les bijoux. Mais j'ai le droit de porter les bijoux, surtout dans ma chambre à accoucher. Ok? Donc, discontinuer. Actuellement, je suis dans le shelter. Depuis un mois de juin 2025, je ne connaissais pas Suzy. Je venais de les connaître, les Acha et les Bangoura là. Je viens de les connaître mois de janvier, février, mars, avril, mai. Aujourd'hui, c'est le premier jour. Ok? Je ne travaille plus là-bas. Je les connais, ça fait 5 mois. J'étais déjà dans le shelter. Même la fois dernière, quand j'ai envoyé, moi, on me paye direct deposit. Je suis Rokiatou Keita. Mais j'ai pris $20,000 officiel chèque dans les banques. Ce n'était pas le travail, c'est le banque qui a officiel. Capital One. À l'an 2020, Capital One Bank a échoué. Ok? Mon chèque officiel de $20,000. TD Bank, la fois dernière, j'ai pris $4,000. Elles sont là que je pars à la mosquée, que les gens ont affiché les choses, que tu mets les scans et jamais de la vie. L'argent des mosquées, ça ne m'appartient pas, ça ne vient pas dans mon compte. Ok? Masjid Al-Aqsa, Atlantic Avenue, 4 Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Alright? They have a masjid in here. 167 and College Avenue. That's where I used to pray. 2006 when Aja taking me there, I tell her, I know that before. But the imam that was in there, Traore, they moved on, he died. Aja Hydra said he died. Okay? And the masjid was burned because they prayed for the jinn release. And they built a new one. Last time I passed over there too, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. They built it. But it doesn't open every day that much. Okay? I'm a Muslim, I'm a female. Born and raised female. I'm not a transgender. I am not obligated to go to the masjid every day. I'm not obligated to go to the masjid at all. If I go, I go. I am a female. The male, if they don't know, it's okay. But if they know, the Muslim men are obligated to go every Friday, unless If they have a job that don't allow them to go over there, then they can pray in their home. My father tell us this. All right, that's what I'm talking about. This is Walton Avenue and East 170. When we and 170, 167 over there, Walton Avenue. That's where we live. I'm not talking about she bring me here. Hey, she doesn't know yet. I grew up here, 170. This is my community one, all right? Tinton, then Tinton. We first came, we spent 3 weeks in a Tinton Avenue. 3 weeks in a Tinton Avenue, 149 Bronx. Where is the Abraham Lincoln Hospital? All right? Then we moved in here when I first came, 24 years ago, almost 25 years ago. Okay? Now I am 45. Okay, but 41 is in my US documentation. But my African documentation, legally official, that my mother sent. Both of my documents are legal official. I sponsored my brother in 2008, 17 years ago. And my brother got a son. His son mother is a mix. Her father is Indian. Her mom is Spanish. And her grandma is black from the US. Aminata, cousin, are you back? Have a daughter from the Spanish. All right? I don't know their family number. So when I was working with Maria in 2008, Maria did not sponsor me. Dalwa did not sponsor me. Geneva Kamara Bad did not sponsor me. None of these African hair salon and none of this home health aid and none of this Amazon, none of the employees sponsor me, period. I introduced myself to the immigration and Sheikh Fall and Mariam Fall come change my information with the negativity because I tell them that my parents died and my siblings died. That's not true, they're still in life. And they say they raped my mom and they say they killed my father. That's the my complaining point. Nobody ever raped my mother before. Salimata Keita. Not Salimata Bagayoko. Salimata Keita. Not Salimata Sangare. Salimata Keita. Not Moshi Sali. Salimata Keita. Not Sali Kane. Salimata Keita. Not Sali Sangare. Salimata Keita. Not Salimata Jalo. Salimata Keita. Not Salimata Keita from Suguningo. Not Salimata Keita from Yoro. Salimata Keita from Dabu, Cote d'Ivoire. Now he's in Bamako, Mali, because my father from Bamako, Mali. I was born in Bamako, Mali, in the hospital of Gabriel. Since when they kicked President ATT, they think everybody was born in Hospital Gabriel. It's not a Malian anymore. ATT doesn't own the Hospital Gabriel. Gabriel Touré, they just put their name over there. Like Masama Kanjawate, they say Patala Masama Kanjawate was saying that. People will say that their family member, that is Sujata, they say Sujata was built, they fight, they do this, they don't have nothing. So Madanga Deandoa, when they will say they don't have no cost on them, so they built Masama Kanjawate. They change, they say Patala and name Masama Kanjawate. Just like that Hospital Gabriel Touré was named to Touré family member, but they don't own this. I am a Rokiatou Keita, born and raised in capital of Bamako, Mali. I'm a straight female, born and raised a female. Okay? I am not a transgender. When I dress, do not send me the transgender male, and stop looking the husband for me, and stop describing my appearance physical. This is who I am. I never have surgery. When I tell them I'm a black, I'm not a nigger, they're upset. But what do you say? They have fighting for that. They say grown, they say negro, big nose. They say big nose and big cheeks. They say that means nigger. I'm a black. You see? Nappy hair. Flat lips. But I have a long nose. Long nose. Take a look of these people. They say they're white, they're Spanish. Their nose is no longer than mine. You see that? Long nose. And I don't have big cheeks. Okay? Take a look on them. Alright? Their nose is no longer than mine. Ok, j'ai les cheveux crépus, j'ai le nez long, j'ai les lèvres plats, mais je n'ai pas de gros joues. Et j'ai long nez. Tu as compris? Parce qu'elles ont dit que nègre là, que ça veut dire que les gros joues, les gros nez comme les aubergines traditionnelles de l'Afrique. Que c'est ça que ça veut dire. Donc, moi j'ai le long nez. Hein? Regardez les nez des blancs là. Si elles ont long nez, plus que leurs nez sont pas nés, mon nez n'est pas épaté. Ok? Quand vous avez que les nègres, cheveux crépus, lèvres plats, nez épaté. Mon nez n'est pas épaté. Ça veut dire que le nez arrête ici. Nez là, ça commence ici, ça s'arrête là. Et puis c'est gros jusqu'à ici. Il y en a qui font les surgeries pour diminuer. Some people do nose surgery. Some people do face implant. I have done none of that. Do you understand me? This is my natural. Only this tattoo, I was making this because most of the time I usually do the eyebrow. So I only do this tattoo. I don't have no tattoo in anywhere in my whole entire body beside the eyebrow. Alright? In 2009, I have this in 2009 in Brooklyn, New York. Before I go to Illinois. In 2012, I moved to Illinois. Right? This tattoo is not bringing me anything. I was doing everything perfectly fine before I did this tattoo on me. Alright? When I do like this, they say que even nenta ka blade la otechi. Ne to look endala. Ne lipstick ta kendala. Okay? Comme glycérine au c'est en Afrique. Glycérine de lèvres. Okay? Crème à lèvres. Ni yo kidala, wa foko kuma koso ko ni julo ko ni. Oh, ni yo lu kam biro la. Pasoro lu mo de ke. Ya ko ya. When you have a lipstick. Okay? Lipstick is two types. The glycerin for the feet, or either Vaseline, or either lipstick, lip gloss, chopstick. They will say that is a plastic sex. That have nothing to do with that. I don't know where they're from, but I'm from the capital of Africa. Everything that they have in US, I have in same thing in Africa. Okay? When you have a chopstick, and Aisha said that Sanata mother Mariamba, I never give a birth and I never have a children. This is a chopstick. Aisha says Sanata mother in 2012. Sanata was born 1976. Sanata is over 50 years and her mom is over 60 years, almost 70. Aisha Traore in a Jabi shop. She said they have us plastic sex to play with them. Then my stepmother's daughter name is Sarata, and the neighborhood child name is Sanata. They will come both of us mother. My mother never come to US. That girl also never, none of these two in Africa never come to US. Sanata Samake was born in Ivory Coast. And her mother, Mam Jallo from Ganadugu. We are from Bamako, my mother from Dabu, Cote d'Ivoire. Mariamu Jallo from Ganadugu. That's the one Sanata. Aisha always say that. Alright? And people take that conversation all over and say that is me. But since they think I'm stupid, I'm gonna show them they don't have a value so them. I'm not afraid of them. Alright? Because when Aisha says something, Aisha is not my family mom. I'm not older than her. You will go back after Aisha. You don't have nothing to do with me. Alright? Alright? When I put my phone down, my whole entire body will come home. Alright? Today is a little chill. Alright? I'm a female. I'm not a transgender. Alright? Stop sending the mail after me. And if I don't go to the masjid, fine. I'm not obligated to go to the masjid. I'm a female. Okay? I'm not the Omar. I am Rokiatou Keita. Alright? Okay? I am the one who was doing the things in the masjid with my hijab and everything. And I'm the one who go to the Times Square. And I'm the one to go. Alright? I come always in there. Umar never live in this address. Umar came in 2008 when I sponsored Umar. I never issued this address with Umar. Alright? This address 1420 grand concourse in immigration. That was me, Rokiatou Keita. All right. This address was never issued to either Aminata or Umar, because when they come, I was in 88 Peeling Street, Brooklyn, New York. All right. I moved there 2007. All right. So I'm going back home. Okay. They're talking about mentally sick and I collect the food from the trash and this. Oh my God. I studied here, I have a degree from university. I had a great job and I own the business. They do all type of negativity so they can make me, they're not happy, so they can make me feel miserable just like them. All right? They could make me feel miserable just like them. So they find out they could not make me feel miserable. Okay? How much is selling this? How much is selling this? That pot.
$5.
$5, right? Yeah, this one. So I'm about to buy tablets. Let me see.
Fix it. Sammy, fix it. The car is ready for you, man.
I'm not fixing my phone. Okay? My phone is not broken.
Let me see.
Buy the charge. Hold on.
Let me see.
No, I got it. All right. Yeah, I'm seeing this. Okay, let me have a.
What is?
Let me have two of these. Two of the same one.
Thank you.
My phone is not broken. The suspend this one was a government phone when I first lose my job at taking unemployment. This is not a government phone. I buy this in the cash. The one in my hand. All right. My phone is working perfectly fine. Nothing's wrong. I just buy this last month ago. You can see it's a new brown phone, right? Yeah. So I went to. It's not a broken phone. I buy this one to the wireless phone. In the last month in May, I pay. Okay, in April I paid the first bill in May. And this, I went to pay the 2 bill. My next payment is in July, so it's about to be second month now. That is a new phone. It's not broken. Okay, I am Rokiatou Keita. I'm not a woman. I'm not a transgender. I'm a female. Oh, born and raised female. Okay, voilà. J'étais à 1424 Hekma and moved to 174 Prospect Place in Brooklyn. All this is shelter and Long Island City, not in Long Island. Long Island City 40-03 Long Island City 111101. I moved there and back to the 1424 Hekma and moved there. I moved there and went back to 1424 Hekma. That's where I issued 20,000 USD Capital One official check. I was working. Okay, I'm not a delegate. I live in a shelter because the apartment rent is too expensive. All right. Then I go. I don't have no child. I don't have nobody. So I go and live in there. I work, but right now I'm in employment for 4 months. I just moved in there. They sent me back to the 1424 Hekma in June. Then transfer me to the 1402 American Legion. That's where I am. All right, it's a shelter. It's a female shelter. Okay, 11 people sleep in a one room in 11 bed. But even the 1424 Hekma was the same thing. But I built a villa in Africa and a building in Africa while I was living there. So they're talking about they're living there. So they're living outside. They did not do the shit because the rent is expensive. All right. That's why they're upset.
Like all them.
Okay. When I was there, I said the rent is. I was outside. I tell them I want a cheapest rent. People was bullying me outside. Okay. And they make me feel like a delegate, and I didn't want to move out after Allah's security, and I would like to securitization myself.
Yeah.
Then I built the villa for my mom in next to the Sabalbogu Golf. Okay, I know where is my home. My part is not done. I'm Rokiatou. I'm not Kajatu. My mother tell me to build her first. When I finish my mom tell me that my house is not gonna be finished. And Kajal Goro, Kajal Lily, that died way in 2012 in Africa. She was renting somebody, building was not finished. They're talking about Kajal Lily. I never there. I'm still in like 2012. I was in New York City, Brooklyn, New York. I came from Africa 2001. I was living here. I was in Brooklyn. I never died. I'm not a phantom coming. Kajal Lele is a dogono. She died. And now somebody finished the building. That's now, she never rented my home. I'm Rokiatou. I built my home in 2019. I buy the land 2019. Okay? And between 2019 and 2020, both this house in Africa. From 2020 to 2026, I did not do any work in my home yet. And my mother part is finished. Alright? I'm about to go finish it when I go to Africa. I came in here, I cannot find my social security card. That means I tell social security disability card, I'm not disabled. I am handicapped. I'm not a disabled. I am Rokiatou. I have a 9-digit social security card. If I don't find it today, tomorrow I will issue new one at the social security office. Any social security office in the United States. Alright? None of this Mauritanian that Fatou talking about. Itarusoye. Nothing about it. I don't know them. None of them sponsor me. Alright? Alright. And none of them did not introduce their documentation for me. Alright? That's the thing I'm talking about. Fatou never see me in her entire life. That was the very first time when she saw me in January. This is the June. My Mune Jara know my mom's brother's wife. But my Mune Jara never know anything about me before. Because even my mom's brother's wife, I never tell them anything about my our mother didn't know nothing about my documentation. Until when I tell her I want to bring Uma. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Alright? This is the forest cycle where they've been selling for a long time, since when I was in. Last time when I'm in Jalo children, I said, when my brother was one of my brother was 9 years. The other one was 14. I tell them I'm gonna buy motorcycle for them. Back in the day, okay? Now they grow, they all drive the car. Okay? Even me, I drive the car since in 2006. They're talking about that. I say the motorcycle. That's a long time story. You go to the down that way, Marshall restaurant, where Aisha Bamba sent me when she was pregnant with Amadou's sister Fatima to go buy the acheke for her in a market. When I tell them that I came from the market to buy the food, they're talking about you go to the market to the last night. I don't know what they're talking about. Okay? This Maggie over there, I'm not going there to buy now today. I don't feel to work. This bus 18, BX18, Aisha Bamba shop was here. She's the one who sent me. Okay, when she was pregnant, to go buy the acheke and the poisson braisé for her. Alright? Because she was really in Maki there. They sell African food, but the little side, because the Christian, Marshall is a Christian, she's a winner. And they sell the bière et de l'alcool à côté. Mais elle m'a pas, je n'ai pas acheté ça. J'ai acheté ça là, à checker pour venir là. Moi-même précisément, je ne bois pas alcool. Je n'ai jamais allé acheter ça alcool. Après cela, je suis allé acheter pour moi-même aussi. Parce que j'ai vu que c'était ça. En l'an 2001, le salon d'Aïcha était ici. Ok? Aïcha Bamba, c'est différent de Aïcha Ba. La petite fille là que je m'amusais dans le salon de Kouroutoum là, qu'il faut venir l'argent, on va partager. Elle n'a jamais travaillé dans mon salon. Elle est là avec son propre père biologie et sa grande sœur biologie. Sa grande sœur est mariée avec un homme là. Elle n'est pas mariée. Sa mère a marié une haïtienne. Elle-même a copain haïtien. Aïcha Ba. Elle ne m'a jamais donné son argent. Même Aminata. Ok? Je ne la connais pas, c'est pas la même famille. Je ne suis pas la Guinée, je suis du Mali. Je dis ça en amusement. Je ne suis pas en bien commun avec eux. Quand je dis ça, ça me fait mal. Même Aïcha Bamba ici, là, on n'a pas de bien commun. Nous, on habitait avec mon oncle. Aïcha Bamba habitait là-bas en 167 avec son copain qui l'a marié après. C'était son copain, Sidibé. Après, Sidibé a marié Aïcha. C'est devenu son époux. La femme qui est venue un jour à la 125 en disant que maintenant je suis une belle fille. C'est elle. Elle travaille à la 125 avant d'ouvrir son salon ici, dans le salon de Fatou Bamba. Elle est Fatoumata Kouloubali. C'est l'ancien employé de Fatou Bamba. Tous les deux. Ok? Donc elle parle de quoi? Je ne la connais pas. C'est Awa Sidibé, Aïcha Bambala et Fatou Bambala. C'est Awa Sidibé là. La famille des époux de Aïcha Bamba, ici là. Quand elle est partie, elle a amené sa sœur, sa cousine, que je vais travailler. Donc je ne voulais pas le travail avec elle. Donc je suis venue là. Quand j'étais ici là, il n'y avait pas de gymnastique place ici. C'était 99 Store et ça Popeyes et les Mexicains. Salon. Voilà, 99 Store. C'est ici j'ai acheté les posters de Coran, Al-Coran. J'ai porté ça devant notre porte. Je suis Rokiatou. L'enfant de Amadou, l'enfant de Aïcha Bamba. À 7 ans, il avait 8 ans. À l'an 2000 ans. Ok? Elle était enceinte de sa petite sœur Fatoumata Bamba pour m'envoyer d'aller acheter, manger à la Maki. Maki là, c'est un petit restaurant là au Côte d'Ivoire. Ça se trouve là-bas au Côte d'Ivoire. Pas beaucoup au Mali parce que le Mali c'est la plupart des musulmans. Ok? Je n'ai jamais mis mes pieds au Côte d'Ivoire. Mais ma mère est ivoirienne. Je suis Rokiatou. J'ai grandi à Bamako, Mali et en Amérique ici. Je suis venue ici à mon âge de 10 ans. Je n'ai pas d'artificiel pied. Ça, c'est mon pied naturel. J'ai beaucoup d'habits africains. Même quand j'étais ici, là, j'ai porté les habits africains. Je ne suis pas mariée, je n'ai jamais fait avortement. Je n'étais pas mariée, j'étais chez mon oncle. J'étais chez mon oncle. Ok? J'étais chez mon oncle, le petit frère direct de ma mère. Ok? Il n'a jamais marié la fille de Fanta Diakité. Il avait marié notre Mariam en Afrique. C'est ma cousine, elle me ressemble. C'est ma nièce, elle me ressemble. Elle a divorcé, elle est partie, s'est mariée une autre famille Keita. Mais ce n'est pas notre famille. Mais quand même, c'est même nom. Ok? Et Rokiatou, la femme des grands frères de Kama, c'est différent de moi. Elle n'a jamais mis ses pieds en Amérique. Rokiatou, la cousine de Kama, la fille de leur grand frère de leur père. Yadeni, elle est différente de moi. Rokiatou de Bala, elle est différente de moi. Rokiatou de Gambia, de la femme de Moussa, elle est différente de moi. Je suis Rokiatou. Ok? Alright? Elles sont là que j'ai mon grand frère qui est chauffeur de Safoura Damba. Mon grand frère, je n'ai pas de grand frère de même père. Mon grand frère c'est Alou. Il n'a jamais été chauffeur. Mon petit frère n'a jamais été chauffeur. Ok? Là, ok? Le fils de Chaka Keita et la fille de Fatoumata Kouloubali. Pas celle qui a la 125, not the one in the 125 year. No. Okay? There was also in Africa. Alright? Yadeni brother, Zakaria Keita, working in Safura Damba chauffeur. Okay? It's not the same with this Fanta Kouloubali. This Fanta Kouloubali in 125 and Mam Sanogo, their husband is a Sanogo. My mom, brother, sister, my mom, cousin, wife, 2 of them is Fatoumata Kouloubali. Their husband is Keita. It's different from Sanogo. It's not the same. Okay? This Fanta Kouloubali was here in 2004, before my mom, brother's wife was died. One still in life and one died. Okay? Before they were died. When they were talking about her, both of them were still in life in Africa. Anata Keita mother, Fatoumata Kouloubali. Okay? And Yadene and Jakaja, mother Fatoumata Kouloubali. not the same. Je suis Rokiatou. Alright? Je ne suis pas Jésus-Christ. I am not Jesus Christ. Today's video was made in a box. When I post my face, if you watch the video, the YouTube, you have the date will say underneath of the video, end of the video. Quand tu regardes mes vidéos, les jours que je fais afficher, les jours d'affichement de mon vidéo sont affichés là-bas. Même tous les jours, tu peux les regarder, c'est affiché là-bas. Quand les gens regardent, ils disent que non, que c'est... Je suis à Bronx souvent, je suis à Brooklyn souvent en train de dormir. Quelqu'un en train de regarder même en Afrique, ils vont dire que je suis en Afrique. Non. Soyons intelligents. Votre artiste là que vous les faites interviewer d'Amérique, vous les jouez leur musique sur YouTube. Elles ne sont pas là. Je suis en Amérique là. Mais les gens peuvent voir même en Afrique, même partout dans le monde entier. Partagez et regardez, je vais mettre ça sur la YouTube, légal officiel, avec mon autorisation. Je suis Rokiatou. Toutes les vidéos que j'ai faites, c'est moi qui ai fait ça. Prochaine fois, un jour, même si je vais là. Il y a longtemps, j'étais allé devant des portes de Brooklyn, New York, à côté des tribunaux, et à Queens. Ok? La fois dernière à Washington, D.C. Même si je vais aller à l'immigration même. Parce que même j'ai été là-bas plusieurs fois. J'ai été là-bas plusieurs fois pendant Covid. Mais ils ont supprimé ces numéros-là. Ils ont suspendu. C'est pourquoi. Je ne suis pas mental sick. Moi, mes chefs là, c'est comme ça. Ok? Ça pousse. Si je les trace, mais je ne les trace pas. Ici, là, les gens les voient les fruits. Ok? Voilà. Les gens voient les fruits, les pastèques. Les pastèques, les mangues, les bananes, les pommes, les avocats, les fraises. Les fraises et les grapes, les raisins noirs et les raisins violets et verts. Voilà. Il y a les ananas, il y a tout. Il y a papaya. Papayé. Ok? Donc ce n'est pas quelque chose de grave. Ok? Je mange les fruits, mais pas tous les jours. Je mange les fruits, mais pas tous les jours. Ok? Les iodés, les sels, le sel iodé, le sel, là où il y a iodé dedans. Le sel qu'on met dans le manger, là où il y a iodé dedans. IOD. Ok? Si tu mets ça dans ton manger, ça protège de ne pas avoir la goutte. Ça te protège de ne pas avoir la goutte sur le cou. Fendobe koko la koko iodé. Ni ba ki kan nala. Abi balika folo boy kan. Bana dobe mo ko la ko folo mo ko mo meto ko énervé wu yaram. Ou bien ka dimo yaram. Ku kan ki tabiru dem sanama ni ado ta fane banay. OK? Bana wero fa dem sika blam ko. Manquer de iodé. Ni mo ko mun to so ko manquer de iodé sur abe Afrique là abe yan ko fele jambu. Nati ki ka ko la abe folo bo mo kan. OK? San lan 2001 la ka fo ko iodé ko da ko yirde. Kama na fo ko ne ko be yirde ni ma fo ko yirde ne ko iodé. Ko iodé. Ko fendo bala ko stuku do be an iodé be ke. Ni ba le ko ki kan nala folo te boy kan. Il y a une qualité de sel. Quand tu le manges, avec, ça vient avec iodé. C'est comme ça sort dans l'océan. C'est comme ça sort dans les mers. Ok? Si c'est manqué de ça, ça va te faire la bouteille. Ok? Voilà. The type of the salt include the iodine. Okay? If you mix that one in your body, okay? That's why it causes the neck problem with the neck swelling this. Okay? And some people also they're like that because they get nervous so much since when they're childhood. Okay? Some people get nervous all the time, they're like this, they're not happy. So it goes that. Sometimes it goes for the sale. Okay? When I say that in 2001, they say that I say yiride. Yiride is a fruit. Okay? I didn't say yiride. Then after that, one of my sisters got that in the neck. When I was saying my mom brother. I didn't know that because when I studied in Africa and in the US, that's why I was telling them. Alright? Because Amjalo in Fancy Clean and New York, she said that her daughter had it. Alright? But it's true they study in Africa and in the US I study. That's why I was telling them. They didn't want to listen. They're trying to sabotage me. Alright? I eat every day. They tell people that I say I don't eat. I never tell nobody I eat. I don't eat. I never tell nobody I don't eat. I was eating everywhere. Buy the food in here and go cook over it. And they tell people I'm a marabout and I have that's not true. I was working in the studio salon just now. When they're fighting, I stopped doing this and go get in employment. February, March, April, May. So this is the June. Alright? Even last Sunday, yesterday, I claimed it. Alright? I still have more. Because you will do it until you obtain the job. I still make the job people. I always apply the job through my phone. Alright? Okay. Today I'm in the Bronx, New York. And I'm going back home. Assalamu alaikum Jamal Muslim wal Muslimat wal Mu'minin wal Mu'minat. Fi dunya wa fil akhirah. Jazakallahu khairan. Jannah firdaws wa rahmatullahi. When I say Shakira, it's not a Shakira. When I say Shakira, I did not mention Shakira. That's not nothing to do with Shakira. Okay? Subuhu kudu sarabul malaikati waruhi. When I say that doesn't have nothing to do with the ruhi. Je parle des malakas dans le ciel. Tous les malakas par terre dans le ciel, les cachants et voyants. De m'aider et Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala de doigt pour nous. I am calling the malakat, les anges de par terre, par l'air, par le ciel, par six niveaux de ciel et sous le sol. Et même dans l'eau et même et nous les êtres humains. Et Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself et prier pour moi et pour nous tous. C'est pourquoi je dis sur vous que vous serez pour malaikatu waruh. I buy this one, this bounty in an Arabic store in Brooklyn. I buy this toothpaste. Alright? I file my income tax. The guy asking me when I have a tax ID. I don't need no tax ID because I am nationality and I have my social security card. People who don't have no documentation, who own the business, they're the ones who have a tax ID. I have a social security card with 9-digit numbers. So I don't need no tax ID to file my tax. I file my tax every year with my social security card. When I tell them apply the job, they will say that you don't have a passport, you only have a passport, you don't have no working authorization. Work authorization is someone who newly obtained the documentation. It only lasts for 1 year. After that, no more. You will have a green card, then after that, US passport, naturalisation and passport. Quelqu'un qui vient d'obtenir le papier, c'est work authorization pour 1 an. Après ça, là, ok? Après ça, c'est green card. Après ça, c'est passport. Yesterday, Clara was calling me to come. She did not tell me to come work today. What? She didn't tell me that. The job, the other job, it's not like an African hair salon. They call somebody come to me. That's not how it is. They have to put my application. put my information and then make sure all my record is done and the background and everything. I have a clean record, okay? And when they're done, they will call you in 2 to 3 weeks. That's what they was telling me. Apply directly, but I have the direct deposit. My unemployment card. I'm collecting unemployment for my last job, not from the braiding vessel. Unemployment is not the disability. Unemployment is not a food stamp. Doesn't have nothing to do with that. Unemployment is not a food stamp. Unemployment is not a disability. Okay? Unemployment is my old job. Alright? I was working last year. Alright? I fired my tax from the H&R blocks. Alright? And this is my 2020 when I fired tax. So I'm collecting the unemployment from my last job. I'm Rokiatou Keita. This is my state ID. That's my BMS. Alright? Alright? I am a US citizen. I am not a twin. I'm a Rokiatou Keita. This is my US passport. Alright? This is my documentation. Alright? When Clara was saying that, they're talking about the Clara from Ivory Coast. That's the one woman from Ivory Coast is not the same one. Then from the Clara, last time when I tell them to register my brother to register her son in the Clara Madarsa, is not the same. This Clara is a Japanese woman. Okay? This is my this picture is not a Japanese woman. This passport is my passport. I'm Rokiatou Keita. Alright? The Clara that calling me to come work, she's from Japan. Okay? She's in New Jersey. She's an offer New Jersey job. This is this. That's my visa. When you become US citizen, you got a visa. When I tell them I got a visa, they say I'm from the Mauritania. This is not a Mauritanian passport. This is the USA passport. Alright? My cousin have an Ivory Coast American passport. You say Ivory Coast American. Other one have from different part people when they go. Alright? But my cousin was born in Mali just like that. Alright? Even though my mother was born in Ivory Coast, I did in Mali. Alright? I did in Mauritania. I did not bring me Mauritania documentation. This is my Mali documentation. I went to Mali, I issued this. Alright? And this one. They did not kick us in here. We left in here in 2005 with my uncle Kanda Keita before Aminata came from Africa. Okay? I issued this one in Mali Embassy. Chancellor. Alright? And I issued this in from Washington, D.C. All of my documentation is legally, officially. So I have my social security card. I'm not disabled. I don't collect social security disability. Tax ID, I don't need. I owned a business before in Illinois for 6 consecutive years. African hair salon. I pay my tax with my social security card number, 9-digit number. People who don't obtain the social security or need the nationality, need a green card, need a passport, need a worker. If the people who don't have a work authorization only lasts for 1 year. After 1 year, they don't give you that anymore. Collect the green card. Green card only lasts for 5 years. After 5 years, 10 years, some people who don't know how to read and write. I went to high school here, college, university. I went to daycare in Africa up to 11th grade. Okay? I went to daycare in Africa, Mandarsa, to 4th grade. Then from the 1st grade to 11th grade, Masama Kanjabati. In 2001, I transferred to the United States. Then I stayed in the US. In 2016, I went to Africa. In 2018, I went to Africa. In 2021, I went to Africa. My uncle is in Park 140. My brother is in Spring Street, in Canal Street, before the Canal Street. He works in Long Island. Okay? His girlfriend is in Florida. Okay? Miami, in Florida. With his son, 12 years. My other two brothers. Okay? He's in Africa, they married. I'm not a brother, I'm not a cousin, and his girlfriend, Tiara, is in New York, is here. None of them are married, they have children from me. My stepbrother, Umar Bagay. I don't want to say my father. All my father's son get married. Right? They never come to the US. My father have 14 children. 3 boys, 11 boys. Right? This is the star. My sister. Alright? Salaam alaikum. When I address, they will say I'm a transgender. I am not a transgender. I was born a female. Raised a female. I am not a transgender. I know Rokiatou. Salaam alaikum. Never pregnant nobody. I don't even have a girlfriend. I'm not a transgender. Okay? My stepbrother Umar Bagayoko was born 1979 in Africa and in the US.